I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this,
Hello, everyone. I am your host, the real lovely C, and it is so good to be here with you. Right before I came on to log on, all my cue cards dropped, so I'm hoping I can have everything in order the way it should be, honey. Because this, I just dropped everything. But yes, I'm waiting on my co-host, Prissy. But I am so glad to be here with you. We talking about love. This was the season finale of Love During Lockup. Love During Lockup. So I'm waiting on Prissy to get in. Pin that up. Yeah. So we're talking about love after lockup reality talk. So we're just gonna talk about what happened on the season finale and how things turned out right there. I'm waiting on Prissy to come in. If not, I'm going to get started with this show. So let's try to give her a few minutes to get in. I'm gonna repaste. We hit the link. Yeah. So I don't know how y'all feel about it and how the show, how y'all like this season of the show. I think the season was very good. Of course, we had our star couples was Monique and Derek, and I think Eris and Cameron, and my favorite also was Amber and Chance because they got a lot going on with them and a lot of decisions that need to be made. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna start off hoping I got these in order. Um, Eris and Cameron sisters did a pull up to see their sister-in-law and brother because they moved down to Florida and they'd bought a house. And he's doing good. He has a job and he's doing things and being productive. But his problem is his drinking. So he has admitted that he does have a problem. They got on him about not telling them the truth about Eric's not feeling well. Um, let me hold that thought. Priscilla's on that line. Hold on. Hey, Prissy.
Hey girl, how's it going?
It's going good. Trying to put this where it can be seen. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So I was talking about Eris and Cameron had the because you could probably hear me in the backstage.
I
Okay.
heard
So yeah, so they got them to tell the truth about Eris not feeling well when they gave him a welcome home party. He just said she didn't want to come and she was not feeling well. And I'm thinking she not feeling well because she 5 months pregnant. She's pregnant, and she got pregnant right away is what I'm thinking. So at the last event, Cameron's sisters got on him about his drinking, and they tell him to man up and chill out on that alcohol. They have a family dinner with Eric's father, and they find out that Eris is having a baby girl named Charlie, is what they're gonna name her. Tell you the truth, that I was thinking that why she was sick, that was the reason why she was sick that night, because she was pregnant. When he first came home, they jumped right into it. He hadn't had none in so many years, and them hormones going. And I think it's something in the water, because damn near all of them, they had a baby.
Yeah.
If they ain't pregnant, they had a baby.
Right.
After they came home.
Yeah.
So that I think this season was a good season. What are your afterthoughts on Eris and Cameron?
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing you were about she being pregnant. I don't think she knew at the time that she was pregnant. She probably thought she had ate something or drank too much of something and she didn't feel good. But she probably was already pregnant and didn't know it.
Right. So, child, I forgot I got earphones, my Bluetooth in my ears. I'm trying to hear over the earphones. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
So, Amber and TC. Amber is leaving TC, but they will remain friends. TC said he's not attracted to her, and Amber wants all the bills out of her name, like that truck she driving and everything, because she ready to just call it a quits. TC still see his ex-wife on the side. He leaves the house in a mess, but they were able to talk it out about his feelings about the baby. He didn't know how to show his emotions, you know.
Right. Right.
So that was one of his problems. He agreed to stop talking to hold on, this that go to something else. Yeah, so what do you think about Amber and TC?
I think she's doing kind of on the right because he don't know how to address her feelings. He don't know what to say to her, and he's not enough support for her. She needs more support than he's giving. So maybe it's best that they go their separate ways and remain friends. And then if they feel each other out more when they become friends and they see their way back to each other, that might work. But for right now, I think they should go their separate ways because he don't understand her feelings and she needs that support.
Yeah, he never showed any type of emotions or anything, after she had to abort the baby. She had no
Right,
choice because of her liver, and she drinks a lot. So that wasn't good. I think most of these couples, that the ones that's been incarcerated, that's what they come home to. It seems like all the couples, maybe a one, they 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 heavy on the drinking. You
right,
understand what I'm saying? Because they can't do nothing else. They're on parole, but the alcohol is overwhelming. It's like too much of it, and it's got in the way of their relationship. So
yeah,
let's move on to Tyler and Chance. Now, this couple is, I'm not going to say it's one of my favorite couples, but it's one of the couples that get under my skin because I feel for her. I feel for Tyler. Now, her seeing him with Tanya was very hurtful. Chance slept over a friend house who got straight into his behind when he woke up. Chance admitted that he became an alcoholic. His friend said to him he needs structure in his life. He lost his job and he had not told Taylor. his friend said he needed to talk with her to try to make things right. He called her to apologize, and as usual, he comes with a lot of excuses. What are your afterthoughts with Taylor and Chance?
Their communication is just sucks. Their communication sucks. He don't talk to her. She is a little bit jealous, and she more. I think she's more jealous of the friends he got because he doesn't talk to her. He doesn't tell her what's going on. He doesn't tell her how he feels, and and that make her feel left out, insecure, because she don't know what he's doing, and she just had a baby for him. So
And
it's
not only that, he feels because he's the man and he goes out to work and she's a stay-home mom that he can just talk to her and treat her any kind of way. They both got a tracker on each other's phone, and the truck that they have with this modern day, it has a tracker on it, and she tracked him to the bar. And
right.
even though there was no romantic thing going on with Tanya, as we could see, you know, she could touch him and he not say don't do that, and you doing that right in front of, it's like she was the one to calm him down.
Yes,
Tyler, you know, is his girl, and he ain't had nothing to do with her, but Tanya can go over and touch him and inappropriately, and he didn't say stop. She's right there. She's already upset. What are
yeah.
your thoughts about that?
I did not like that at all. He and the word and what he said to Tanya was, I mean, what he said to Tyler was, it was just messed up. I mean, he just like disappointed her. I think like talked down to her in front of this lady. That made her feel really bad. He called this lady, what's her name, Tanya?
Tanya.
That's his friend. Blah blah blah. But his woman should have been his friend. His woman should have been the one that trying to calm him down and make him realize what he was doing. So in that situation, that would have made me feel really sad and bad too. But us, girlfriend, we wouldn't have been sitting in that truck crying, honey. You know,
Right. You know what I'm saying? It looked like it was the other way around. It looked like Tanya should have
she
been,
woman.
it looked like Tanya was the woman,
Mhm.
and Taylor was the one that got caught with Chance, the way
Right.
it played out, and it wasn't appropriate at all. So I feel sorry for him. He finally told her the truth that he lost his job, and she said, before he came home, she managed the bills just fine on her own,
Yeah, but
without
you,
her.
you know, fine and well that you lost your job, but you still disrespected her by letting this other woman get in your face, take you to the bathroom, walk with you out there. That's disrespectful. And even when you came home and told me what was going on, I might have forgave you for part of that. But for that woman that you let fall over you and go here and go there, I don't think so.
Right. So that's the Tanya was in his phone. So she knew about the phone. So let's move on to Sean and Sarah. Now Sean feel like Anthony is back in her life. That's the baby. Anthony is her baby's father, and that the reason for her getting her breast done, she thinks she's doing it for other reasons. She let him know it's for her and not for anybody else. Sean feel like Sarah's mother lied to him, and he didn't speak to her when dropping off the baby for the surgery. He tells his mother-in-law that she lied to him, and they thought they had got past all those things. So Sarah's surgery will have some restrictions, not lifting, and Sean will have to do everything for her. And the baby. Sarah mom said if it's too much for her, she will help her and come out there. You know, I like this couple. she was honest. She was honest. She's not having anything to do with Anthony. She just wanted the little girl. I think is 6 years old, and she looks just like him. And they thought it was time for. She felt like it was time because he was clean. To bring introduce her father to her, and I think it was appropriate. And the way she did it, you know maybe in the beginning, it seemed like she was sneaking around, but she was trying to feel her way in about that. So it's not about her, it's about the baby, her little girl. So Sean's feel like Anthony is there to take his family, so he's gonna be on defense. What are your afterthoughts on that couple?
In the beginning, Sarah did. I think that's my opinion that Sarah should have talked with Sean about it. Just like say, Sean, I think it's time for her oldest daughter to meet her father. Blah 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 blah. That's why Sean thought she was sneaking off with him. But once she
Right.
did, she admitted I was wrong to do it that way. I didn't know how to go about it, and I did it the wrong way. But I don't have feelings for Sean. I just think that my daughter is old enough to know who her father is. Sean
Feelings
is,
for Anthony. Feelings
yeah,
for Anthony.
yeah, and Sean is a little bit, you know, insecure. I think he's just a little bit insecure because when I first saw this couple, he wasn't paying Sarah no mind. He was up there playing games and talking to his other
With his son every day, and she had to break out on him. But let me do a little backstory on Sean. Sean had dated about six prison women, and ain't none of them worked. So, and they took his money. So this is the first one that he's married, and he's really had a relationship with. He got married, and they had a baby.
okay.
So this is the backstory. Like, it's love. They were love after lockup, love after lockup. Then they got married, had a baby. So now it's love
Okay.
during lock.
So
It's
now,
love during love lockup and love after lockup. So you know they had their love during lockup, and now because they got married, it's love after lockup. And I'm happy for him, and he was being faithful. He's coming home, he's doing the right thing, but he just couldn't get away from that game and give her the attention that she needed. Because if he didn't cut it out and start giving her some of the attention, maybe she would have went to Anthony, because she bought a sex chair, a sex swing,
him, yeah.
and he didn't want to have no parts of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she felt neglected. But now, since you said he been married for that many, he went with six prison women. That's why his little insecurities creep in because it didn't work
Hmm.
out. But I
Hmm.
think if he would just, get her a little bit in and trust a little bit, their relationship will work out just fine.
Yeah, I agree with you. Now, Lizzie and Blaine, they just got to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? Both of them have been locked up before. Blaine gets a call from Lindsay wanting to talk. Blaine is upset with her, but he gets a call from the lawyer about getting his monitor taken off, but it's going to cost him $3,000. He tells Lindsay about it, and she goes off because all his money goes to the lawyer and restitution fees, and all she do is pay bills. So she's feeling some kind of way, you know, about things. He goes on to tell her when she first came home, he paid all the bills, and now he's taking care of things so that he don't go back to jail. And Lindsay don't act like she understand that. You know, she need to take a chill pill. It's not like, sometimes you got to put in a little bit to get a little bit. He's going through something. It's either he do it, but now what he's doing is making payments on the $3,000 so he can help her out with the bills. So they still together, they in the house, and I think this couple would make it too. She loves him, and he has a ring for her. He has
Oh,
a ring for her, you know. But let's see if they make it on the next Love During Lockup. What are your afterthoughts on
yeah.
Lindsay and Blaine?
The same as you were saying. She has to chill out a little bit and just calm down. And they sit down and talk about everything. And once they get on the same page, I think they'll be all right.
Right, I agree. So the next couple is Justine and Michael. I love this couple. I was trying to get an interview with her and I DM'd her, but she haven't gotten back with me. She agreed to do one with me. She said we're going to talk, but she haven't gotten back with me. But I'm still going to try to get that interview now that the season is over with. I had an interview with one of the love with one what was that show I had the interview with?
Ready to love.
Ready to Love. Yeah, I had an interview with one of the co-stars there. So I know how to go about doing it's just them agreeing to do it.
Hmm.
So Michael is preparing for his performance and he's nervous and he has been waiting for this moment for a while. Scouts will be there to watch him. Justine would tells him um not to overthink things. He got this. And this will be hold on. This will be the first time he performed in years. He did a great job, and afterwards he reproposed to Justine with another ring, but his manager wasn't happy with it. But he said he has to be himself. His manager said now he has to take the back seat now. Justine loved her new ring and she deserved it. He did this because he was locked up and couldn't propose to her the proper way. Her baby is due this summer and they're moving to Nevada. So what do you think about Michael and Justine?
I love this couple too. I do. I really love this couple, and I'm rooting for them to go well. I don't understand the music business, so I don't understand why the manager feel like them being married and stuff put a backseat to his career. I'm sure there's a lot of rappers and things that are married and still go on with their career. So I just don't understand that part. But as long as Justine and Michael stay strong with each other and on the same page, I think they'll make it.
Yeah, because he wanted him to take his ring off, and he Michael made a decision. I'm not taking my ring off. You
Which is
know.
that's right. He's standing up for his principle. Why should I have to take my ring off just to show you my talent? I got talent whether I got this ring on or not. So I don't. I'm like I said, I don't understand the music world, but I'm like Michael. Why can't I just keep my ring on and do my thing? You know,
Mhm.
when he gonna if I mean his fans gonna either respect it or not respect it. That's just the fans. Because
Mhm.
even though they say, oh, he's married, but he's so fine, they gonna do that. But it's up to Michael to keep it at 100 professional. And I think he can do that as long as Justine stay in his corner.
And she gonna be at every show. She gonna be at every show. She gonna be there by her man. So the manager can get that off his mind. So let's move on. This one is a short one. This couple has been on, a couple of seasons, and I feel a certain type of way. Okay, it's Brittany and Marcelio. When they renewed their vows on the beach, he flew her mother down for the recommitment months. Later, he cheated on Brittany, and the trust was broken, and now they're separated. She left him one time. They got two biological children, and one that came with the marriage. She left him, moved to Florida, and they got back together, trying to work on things, and they did the recommitment because the little boy said they was happier. They didn't argue much when they got married. So he said maybe if y'all get married again, y'all won't be arguing as much. So I don't feel like that. I'm sad that she has to go through that because she'd have been through a lot. She got her real estate license. She has done a lot, since she got came home. You know what I'm saying? She's off parole and she's doing everything that she has to do for her children. She bought a home. She's doing what she has to do, and this extra hurt to go through this hurt again is heartbreaking. What are your afterthoughts on Brittany and Marcelina?
She gave in and she did the remarriage thing. But like you said, if he's just not gonna commit to it, then this time I think she should just leave it, just let it go.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
it's, I don't know what his problem is because he keeps telling her I love you, blah blah blah, but this and I'm trying and I'm doing this, but yet again he goes off and cheats. So I don't understand him. So I think her best bet is to just go ahead on with her own life and just try to do the best she can. I mean, they can still try to co-parent, you know, keep that co-parent in there. But if
Well,
they're
that's
not,
a must. That's something that they're going to do. Because his mother lives in Florida and his brother lives there, so he has family there, and so he can co-parent with the kids.
but
So
the trust is shot. So you're gonna have to come way back for that.
right, I agree with you. I really do. Now, last but least, the star couple of it all, Monique and Derek. Lord, this has been a roller coaster. Monique and Derek is the star of the show.
Oh my
They are the
goodness.
star of the show. Derek called Monique, asking for another chance. Monique kicked him out of the house. Monique agreed to see him, but he made Derek wait for hours for her. When she got there, she came there to break up with him. He agreed to stop talking to other women, stop sleeping with his phone in his underwear, and he gave her his passcodes to his phone. He asked Monique, "Will you be my wife?" And she said yes. So
Huh. But she hesitated. She hesitated for a
she
minute.
hesitated, and I don't think that if they get married, if you know, I don't think they're gonna end up getting married. I don't.
I
As
would
far as
wait.
I know, they still together.
I
But
if I was Monique, I would wait. I would just keep on waiting a little bit because he said he's gonna give her the passcode and stuff, but are he gonna give up his other two phones? He gonna throw them
and
away?
hello,
Huh.
and she didn't even know about the other phones. She
Yeah,
didn't
he
even know about the other phones.
oh, I give you the passcode to oh yeah, sure, you gonna keep that phone clean, but you got two other phones, bruh.
And she,
Ah,
in the way she gonna find out about it is what by watching the show that he had two other phones.
I don't know about this couple. I wish they could get it together, but
Oh,
He just look like he can't help himself when he get around other women. He just look like he can't help it.
yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, he even had the bartender searching for her at Instagram. So when he
Right.
went to the bathroom, they had some conversation. So the bartender and they call them bottle girls. So he'd have looked, he'd have searched her on Instagram and
Right.
trying
Keep
to hook
texting
up
him
with her.
back and everything. And I mean, Monique good because I be like, nah, I'm done. I'm done because you can't help yourself. I think he got a little problem with stop looking at women and talking to them and looking at the naked pictures. Why you want Monique if you're gonna keep on doing that? Don't I mean you shouldn't take that girl through that if you're gonna keep on looking at naked women and texting back and forth. You been out long enough. He said he went with 10 women that Monique don't know about. He ain't got it out of his system yet. And Monique gave him another chance. And he's still looking and side eyeing and uh-uh. I pray for that couple. I pray for that couple. I love them as a couple, but he I don't know. Monique is she I mean, I know Monique a little insecure and blah blah this, and she got reason. He make her have reasons to be that way. But Derek looked
She
like
don't
he
have
was
to settle. She don't have to just settle for him. That ice skating, he tried though. I mean, he tried. It's a good thing his grandma gave him that extra $500. Cause Monique put him out. He went to the hotel, so at least he had some extra money in his pocket. And he set up the little thing on the Monique. Can you see Monique on the ice skates?
no. Monique Monique was on the outside of the roller skate. But my thing is too, his grandma gave him that extra money because his grandma kind of know what how Derek is too. She even told him one time, "You want to marry her? If you ask her to marry her, you got to be right. You can't take her through them changes." I know, Grandma. I know, Big Mama. I'm ready. I'm ready.
But
Derek
what
was
got
a little
Yeah,
kid.
but what got me, he got the bottle girl information, Instagram information. I'm like, I be damn. They at the club and he the down low key
I
still, and the sisters took his phone. They Monique and them went through it. I think that was wrong how she went about doing it with the family there. I think any problems that they had, they can say what they said, but them snatching his phone from him,
yeah.
and things like that. The way they carried on her family there, I think it was wrong. You know, you
It was
know.
wrong. It was wrong for Monique to do that, but I think Monique needed that support because she can't say no to Derek. She can't really say no to Derek. So I
Yeah,
think
but them snatching the phone, Prissy,
I
and going in the bathroom.
that part was wrong. They shouldn't have did that, and she shouldn't have invited all of them either. If she needed support, she should have got like one of the sisters to give them support. But she brought all her family up in there, look like God mothers and stuff. She should have, kind of like scaled back because to me, when she's with Derek, Monique can't say no. Derek gets to Monique. Derek breaks her down. So I feel
He
like
damn sure enough in her pocket.
yeah, he breaks
Money
her.
bag. I call her money bag Monique.
But you know what? Derek's like a little kid in a candy shop. I want this one. I want that one. Ooh, look at that one. I want this one. He don't. He not. I don't think he ready for Monique. He don't
Ah,
too many lollipops. I want that one. I want that one. Ooh, look at that one. So until he can come to grips with what he really wants, I think that's gonna be a rocky road.
yeah. Well, this has been our episode on Love After Lockup reality talk with me and Prissy. The next one starts in July, so we'll be covering that one. Red to Love's going to be starting the new season, the Dallas one. I'm gonna try to get in it and try to cover it. I'm gonna try. I just couldn't get into the last one, and then it's gonna come on Thursdays now instead of it's gonna come on Thursdays instead of Fridays. So I'm not sure what's gonna be in this place. But y'all, this has been our show with Love After Lockup. I appreciate you watching. Please hit the like button when you enter the room or before you leave. Thank you for all my new subscribers. I got 6 new subscribers, and I am very happy about that. I have another video coming out on Monday. Stay tuned for that. Prissy, thank you, girl, for rocking with me. And this has been Love After Lock of Reality Talk. I catch y'all guys in the next video. Bye bye.